Hello, everyone. Welcome to my Skateside Chats that I do every Sunday. It's a little bit late today because it is Mother's Day. So I just wanted to say Happy Mother's Day to everyone who's out there who is a mother. So I just figured that today I would talk about a little bit about myself and my skate experiences. And if you, hello, and if you have questions or comments or anything, you can throw them into the chat and I will answer them. So hi. So I'm a little bit late today because I was spending time with my mom. I drove down and gave her some stuff that I had made for her at a acceptable social distance. And now I am back. Hello, I love skating too. So again, you can shove. I am late because I spent time with my mom today, and also I had to do my makeup. Yes, that is correct. So I was spending time with my mom, and then I came home and I was like, oh my gosh, I need to do my live. But then I realized that my face was empty. So I wanted to make sure I looked cute for you guys. Hey, everyone. Oh, I'm so excited that you're here. Hello, Gillian. I don't know how to pronounce your name. East Cork Rollers, love that. H-Town. What did I make for my mom? Okay, so I don't know if you follow me on Instagram, but I made some bookmarks. So I made a bookmark for my mom, and I made like a sunset painting, and I gave that to my mom. And yeah, so I just gave her like some simple things, and then I went to the bake shop and I got her cake pops because that's what she really wanted. She actually got me a cake pop maker a few years back, and she wanted me to make her cake pops, but I don't know where that cake pop maker is. And today she definitely called me out for that and said, hey, where is the cake pop maker that I got you? And I was like, yikes, I have to find that. So now I have to find a cake pop maker somewhere. Have you heard of BTFL skates? Oh, I have not heard of BTFL skates. I don't know. Maybe that's a new brand that's coming out or something that's on Amazon or something. And happy Mother's Day to all of you. If you have a mother, happy Mother's Day to her. And if you are a mother, happy Mother's Day to you. Let's answer some questions. Okay, I'm starting park skating soon. I don't have park wheels. You think it'll be okay if I use gummy wheels in a park? So it will be okay if you use gummy wheels in a park, but it will not be as effective as you would like to be at the park with gummy wheels. And the reason why that is, at the park, you need to have more speed than you would have when you're just skating down the street. So if you have gummy wheels, I've used gummy wheels at the park, and it's really hard to pump. It's really hard to, just like go fast at all. And so you're going to want harder wheels at the park. So I would highly suggest trying to find some hard wheels. Maybe if you don't have some, you could borrow some from someone, or you could get one from one of those like Facebook roller derby recyclables or roller skating recyclables pages. But I would definitely recommend getting some wheels for the park. I use the Moxie Trick wheels right now, and I love them. The Moxie Trick wheels are the bomb. I also just got a pair, like right before this whole quarantine started, I got a pair of the Roller Bones Bowl Bombers, but I haven't gotten a chance to use them. So hopefully I get to use those soon. Fingers crossed. Hi, Rebel, huge fan. Hi, Christian. Love your videos. I'm skating right now with a new friend I made, but thanks to you, I have gotten way better at skating. Yay! I'm so happy about that. Keep it up. I love that all these people are getting into skating. I love that my videos are helpful. I hope that everything that I can do to help you, that I'm going to try and do that. And yeah, I love your channel. Thank you, Roller Skating Girl. Would you say it's a good grind block to use? I know CIB are the best, but what are other options? I don't even necessarily think that the CIB grind blocks are the best. I just think that it's really up to your own preference. So I know that a lot of people like the oh my gosh, what are the bones? The ones that the wild bones. I know a lot of people like those ones. I haven't used anything other than CIB, and that's kind of why I talk about those ones. But eventually, and again, after this like quarantine is over, when social distancing goes a little bit down, I want to have someone on my channel to really talk about the different types of slide blocks, because I don't have extended knowledge about different types of slide blocks. I just know that they exist, and that each different type of slide block will help you in a different way. So different like types of sliding or different things that you'll slide on, different shapes and sizes will help you in different ways. But I don't have extended knowledge on that. But I'm hoping that someday I will get someone on here to do that. And there are a bunch of other options. So just look into it, because you'll see a bunch of people doing different types. Sounds like Jillian. Oh, okay, Jillian. Awesome. I love Ireland. I have been there twice, and I would love to go back. I went to Dublin both times, and I would like to explore different parts of Ireland, because Ireland is like, oh, it was so amazing when I went. And I know that Shove really wants to go to Ireland. So my goal when all this is over is to take us to Ireland. One day. We'll make it. How do I make friends with my derby teammates if I'm new? So that's going to happen. It really is just going to happen, because when you're new at roller derby, you're probably going to start with a bunch of other people that are also pretty new, and you'll kind of become friends through the struggle. At least that's definitely what happened with me, is I was struggling, and the other people who were starting with me were also struggling. And so we just kind of made friends that way. I also made friends just by being there all the time. So I was at practice all the time. So you end up connecting with the people that you get along with the most. For example, I really enjoy making jokes. So I just was being myself at practice. And then that's how I made the friends that I have in Derby. And one of my closest friends is, her name's Atomic. And I met her in Derby, and we play Derby together, and I love her so much. And I also met my girlfriend from playing roller derby. So I think you really make strong connections in derby that you don't realize you're making, but you do. It's awesome. Okay. I just bought my first pair of roller skates, and I'm so excited. My mom used to rollerblade, but sadly she doesn't want to anymore. Aw, she says she's too old, but she's very much young. I bet you that she totally could still skate. I know I play roller derby with people who are over 50. Like, people can skate who are older than like 20, 30. People think that like, because I'm not in my 20s, my 30s, or I'm not a teenager, like I can't skate. And that is totally a lie. You can 100% skate. It doesn't matter how old or how young you are, you can do it. You just have to put your mind to it. And if you feel worried about being like old and like wanting to, and like being worried about falling or breaking something, just wear more padding. I started learning to skate yesterday. Congratulations. And I just want to ask how to improve my balance. I keep trying to use my toe stops and nearly falling over. Yes. So it's a lot of roller skating is about balance. And so there are a few things that you can do to help with balance. One thing is bending your knees. The more you bend your knees, the better off you're going to be. So like even when you're on your all four on each, so when you're on all 8 wheels, you still want to have your knees bent, because it'll just give you more ground and more like strength and more balance. But also when you're on your toe stops, you also want to bend your knees, because the more bent your knees are, the more secure you're going to feel when you're on your toe stops, because toe stop walking and like balancing on the toe stops is really awkward at first. One thing that I didn't realize when I first started going on my toe stops is that, oh my gosh, let me grab a pair of skates. Okay. So, none of these have, okay. So like when you're on your toe stops, you're not just like this, like your front wheels are on the ground too. So that's something that I didn't know. when I first started skating, I thought that I just had to balance like this. And then I was like, ah. And while as that is something that you can do, really you're balancing like this. So you're kind of on a tripod. So it's actually like a lot more secure than you think when you're getting with balance. But you can also practice balancing just by being on your skates, like on the grass or on the carpet, and just like getting used to the feeling of being on your skates, because it's so different than standing or walking or any of those things. You and Chev need to come to Ireland at some point in the future. Myself and my daughter watch all your videos, learning so much from you guys. Yes, we will. Is the skating community generally welcoming to newcomers? Yes, Carradine, definitely. The skating community is generally very welcoming. Yeah, there are a couple people that are going to be snotty-nosed or like stick their nose up and not be welcoming, but the majority of the skate community isn't like that. So definitely jump right in. Every time I've ever been at the skate park or been skating around and seen another skater, it's like, oh my gosh, hi, like you skate, I skate. Like there are skaters who are across the street from my house and I keep missing them, but I think it's super weird for me to like run out when I see them skating and be like, what's up, you're a skater, I'm a skater too. But yeah, so like I love meeting new roller skaters, and I know most of the skate community is like that. Like we love meeting new skaters. I love that so many people are joining the skate community right now. I think it's just going to bring even more vibrance and life to the community. And so yeah, definitely like Instagram is a really thriving community. This is a really thriving community. I think that there's like a Planet Roller Skate group on Facebook that is a really active community, and just like getting to know other people, that really helps. Finally got my shout out. Yeah. Okay. Oh no, I skipped ahead. It would be cool if you could make a video and show all your roller skates and give quick details about them. Yes. So I have this like super long list of videos that I want to make for all of you, like so many video ideas. And I think what I'm going to start doing is like putting up polls, like what video do you want to see this week? I don't know. Would you like that? Because I feel like I'm trying to prioritize based on what I think that y'all need right now. So I don't know. Like I'm always open to suggestions. And if there is something that you're like, right now, we all need to learn about this, or there's a lot of people who are newer. And so it would be helpful to learn about backward skating or walking on your toe stops or something like that, I will gladly rearrange my schedule for making skate content to accommodate you. I'm not allowed to skate inside because it leaves marks in the house. How do you think I can skate in the house? Oh my gosh. Yeah, it does leave marks, especially if you're like stopping or even if you're on your toe stops. Do you have a driveway, or do you have like a little patch of sidewalk outside? That's what I would recommend. I would recommend going onto the sidewalk. I would recommend going in the driveway and practicing there if you're not allowed to skate inside, because yes, it does leave marks. So that's something to be aware of. Yes, it does leave marks. Yes, I've seen those at Venice. Yes, yeah. Which skates would you recommend? I have Impala skates, but Moxies look a lot more clean and flexible. Yeah, so the Moxie skates, I think, are the best. I think that they are kind of like the top of the line roller skates. In my opinion, I really, really like the Moxie Lolly. The Moxie Lolly is really flexible in the boot and is real suede leather. And it's going to last like a super long time, and they're high quality. I skate in the Moxie Jack boot most of the time. That's like a more advanced and more expensive boot. It's more sturdy and is made for like doing tricks and stuff like that. But yeah, you're going to want something that has an adjustable toe stop probably, because I think most of the Impalas come with a screw-on toe stop. And I don't know. I really like the Moxie Lollies. Those are like, I think they run around $330. But if you want something a little cheaper than that, the Moxie Beach Bunny is really nice. I really like that one too. Please, please do a rollout. Love to go. Me and my girlfriend are big on pushing ourselves with skating. Yeah, so as soon as all of this is over, I will definitely be posting a rollout. Shove will be hosting a rollout. Like, we're going to make this happen, but I don't know when all of this will be over. So I would love to say, like, yeah, like as soon as this is done, like maybe we can get one for the summer. But if there's social distancing restrictions, having a rollout won't be feasible because people just don't keep their distance when they're skating in large groups. And especially if there's restrictions on group gatherings, that's when we definitely won't be able to do one. But as soon as those are lifted, we will definitely be providing rollouts and all of those things. Hello, everybody. Hello, everyone who's new or coming in here for the first time. I'm so glad you're here. For those still waiting on skates, any workouts you'd recommend to stay in shape? I think start moving. I think that is really the most important thing. If you're waiting for skates, I don't know if you're like a big person who worked out beforehand and you like haven't really worked out. I don't know where kind of you stay, but before I got skates, I literally didn't work out at all. And I think maybe if I had worked out even just a little bit leading up to when I got skates, then it would have been a lot easier for me when it comes to the pain and the exercising of the muscles that you're feeling. I would highly recommend doing some yoga and like stretching and getting kind of used to that grind. I think that would really help if you are waiting for skates. And hopefully you get your skates soon, because I know that a lot of the skate places are going to be starting to open up if they're not already opened up now. So like the factories will be making the skates and sending them out. So that's exciting. Do you know any kid derby? A lot of roller derby leagues have junior leagues. I know that my roller derby league, which is Beach Cities Roller Derby, has a junior league that starts at age 8 and goes up to 18. And a lot of derby leagues have junior leagues as well. So just look up junior roller derby and that's where you'll find that information. What's the best way to get over the fear of roller skating outside? The best way to get over your fear, it kind of depends on who you are as a person. For me, the best thing that I can do is I give myself a pep talk or I listen to a pep talk. For example, I made a pep talk. So if you haven't seen it, I made like a send this to your friend who's roller skating. And it is a pep talk specifically for skaters to just get their skates on and get going outside. So I really have to motivate myself and tell myself that my fears are kind of irrational, or that I'm going to be okay despite all those fears. And so I really have to talk myself up. That's how I get over the fear of roller skating. I know also some people will just like play music that really pumps them up and like put headphones in one of their ears and have one of their ears open so that they could hear cars and stuff like that. But that is really helpful to people. And it's also really helpful, like if you have a housemate and they skate too, to get skating with someone else. That's also very, very helpful for conquering that fear. 42 and only started skating a month ago after 30 plus years. That's awesome. I love that. I saw your Hot Ones video with your girlfriend. Loved it. Would you do another Hot Ones vid? Yes. So low key, you guys are the first people to know, but I ordered a bunch of the Hot Ones sauces. So the ones that I used in the hot skates video on Planet Roller Skate, I went to the local grocery store and just bought a bunch of hot sauces. And so then the other day I thought, oh my gosh, I would love to continue doing this. So I bought a bunch of hot sauces. I think about 6 hot sauces from the Hot Ones website. So I will be doing hot skates again once quarantine is lifted a little bit. And I'm going to be bringing in some of your favorite roller skaters and roller skaters that you need to know that maybe you don't know yet. And we will be doing hot skates with them as well. So that is definitely something to look forward to. I'm very excited about it. I'm a little worried because I know that the in my opinion, the hot sauces that I use with Shove weren't that hot, but Shove obviously thought so. But the hot sauces that I ordered are for sure hot. Like, definitely. I got the number 1, the number 4, the number 10, and then 3, I think, that are going to be 7, 8, 9. They're like very hot. So, very excited about that. Hello from New Mexico. Hello, Jelly Cake. What are your go-to outdoor wheels? Oblivious Prime, my go-to outdoor wheels are the Radar Energy wheels. I love them so much. If I could just own 10 pairs of them and have them all the time, that would be what I would totally wear. But I also know that there are a lot of good outdoor wheels out there. Those ones just happen to be my favorite. I just put on the Fun Day wheels onto one of my skates. I think right back there, the yellow ones. I just put the Fun Day wheels on. And so I'm going to be trying those out in the street and kind of testing them out. And I'll put a message out. I'll probably do a review on the Fun Day wheels soon to see kind of what I think about them. And I also use the Pulse outdoor wheels, and I really like those because they're wide and they go over everything. So yesterday I went on a skate in the LA River Trail, and I wore the Pulse wheels, and I was able to go over tons of rocks, and it wasn't a problem at all. And so I also highly recommend those ones. It rains a lot where I live, unfortunately. So what is some advice for getting caught in the rain while roller skating outside? I'm a beginner, by the way. Love you and your videos. You're so inspiring. Thank you, Sophia. So I've gotten caught in the rain before, and the one thing about getting caught in the rain is that it's a little bit more slippery, and so you just have to be really careful. There isn't necessarily tips and tricks as much as just being hyper aware of yourself and your skates. The one thing is that, like, if you know how to turn around toe stop, or you use your toe stops a lot for stopping, I would be really careful of that because they'll slip out from underneath you. So rain tends to make things a lot slicker than you're used to, and so it's much easier to fall when you're in the rain. That being said, you can roller skate in the rain. It is just way better if you are already confident in roller skating. If you are a beginner and you are caught in the rain, I would just try and get back, kind of maybe take a break if it's going to stop raining, and then go back afterwards. But yeah, definitely I've tried to turn around toe stop in the rain and just slipped out, and it's a mess. That being said, if you are stuck in the rain, you have to make sure that you clean or dry your bearings really well afterwards, because if not, your bearings will start to rust. And if your bearings rust, then you will be a sad panda because you won't be able to roll fast at all. If you are new to roller skating, so this is your wheel, right? And then in there, this part out here is the nut on top of this like black part, and the bearing is the black part. That's what keeps the wheel rolling. Yeah. Any tips for building a weak leg? I had a knee injury years ago and realized I've been pushing with my good leg most of the time. Yeah, so I think it's really important that you don't just rely on your like good leg. So you need to make sure you're still using your other legs, especially when it comes to recovering after an injury. You want to be trying to see what you can do without pain. And I know when we get injured, we tend to over rely on one leg and then just never use the other one. And you want to kind of force yourself to use that other leg a little bit sometimes. Definitely don't use it if it's shooting pain or if you're in a lot of pain. You don't want to do that. But if you're not in pain, it's just harder for you. You should make yourself do it because it will make you a better skater. Okay. Wow, so many questions. Okay. Jillian, that sounds amazing. What's the best way to lose the fear of standing on skates? I can't bring myself to gain speed or stand. So You have to, what I would recommend doing is when you first stand up, having something to hold on to. So don't just like stand up in the middle of, you know, a parking lot with nothing to hold on to. But when you first stand up, hold on to something, get used to that feeling of like how to balance on your skates. And then you can start rolling. And then once you're rolling, again, I mentioned like bending your knees. And I know that sounds like, oh, come on, Rebel, like just bend your knees. But no, seriously, like bend your knees, and bending your knees will make you able to go faster and be more secure. It also is really important that you know how to stop. So the faster you're going, the more you're going to need to know how to stop. So make sure before you try and speed down the street that you have watched videos about how to stop, and that you have practiced stopping, and that you feel secure in that. Yeah, new roller skates. Well, Maddie, there's a bunch of people here. Maybe you can meet someone here and they could be your new skate friend. And I feel like I'm your skate friend. I feel like I'm all of your skate friends. I'm like Mama Rebel. I'm like your skate pal here in Long Beach. Thank you, Chloe. Definitely backward skating tutorial. No, there's a few out there, but I get something different from each one I watch. Yeah, I'm going to make a backward skating tutorial soon. What is my favorite toe stop? My favorite toe stops are the Kaya toe stops. I love them so much. They're super thick and they're really good. Like they just grab the earth really well. I feel like I stop really easily. And they're a bunch of fun different colors. So like I think I have them in pink, and there's an aqua color, and there's orange. Like there's so many colors so they can match whatever skates you have. And I am like such an addict for things that match color wise. So that. Getting my first skates this week. Any tips on how to get comfortable on them? Wear them as much as you possibly can. The more you wear them, the more comfortable you will be on them, and the more form fitted they will be to your foot. So even if it's just like wearing them around the house, or wearing them while you're working, or just wearing them while you're hanging outside, you should still wear your skates. So get your skates on your feet, get as much skate time as possible. Okay. So Viz, you said you ordered the Kaya toe stops, but you're not sure if they'll fit on the Sure Grip skates because it's a different plate. Usually most toe stops, if they're adjustable, will fit on the plates that you get. Like there's not different widths of toe stops when it comes to the stem. It's different lengths. So there's either a short toe stop or a short stem toe stop or a long stem toe stop. And usually you can figure it out one way or another, but usually it will probably fit. Hello, Silver. Someday. Yes. Finding new friends. So I actually have a video on finding roller skate friends. I will link it up in there at the end when I publish this video. But you can look at that. There's a bunch of different ways that you can find roller skate friends. The Instagram community is really big. There's a bunch of people here. I really wanted to go live every week, not just so you could talk to me, but I was hoping that y'all would be able to talk to each other. So maybe you can find someone who skates in Canada. I know that there's a bunch of people who live in Canada who are skaters. I would highly recommend finding that on the Instagram skate community, because I know that they exist, because I definitely know of them. I just can't think of them off the top of my head. Lots of squats. Yes. What do you use to film? So I have the Canon EM50, and that's what I use to film most of the time. Every once in a while, I use my phone, but I'm 90% of the time using my camera. I only use my phone when I'm worried that I'm doing something dangerous and I don't want my camera to break. And then my tripod, I have a tripod. I think I got it from Amazon. But I have an Amazon storefront, and I have all of my gear linked on there. And so I'll link that in to the comments or the description as well. You can look into that. Okay, I only have a couple minutes left. Oh my gosh, so many questions. Ah! Oh my gosh. Skating is a great exercise. Love that. Your helmet should probably be kind of tight, but it shouldn't give you a headache. So when you put on your helmet, you should be able to go like this and it shouldn't move. And you should be able to go like this and it shouldn't move, but it also shouldn't be like pushing on your head so much that it hurts. I go to skate parks and on sidewalks. Right now, I'm not going to skate parks because of the quarantine, but I do that. Best place to get support stretchy shorts for skating. I get my shorts everywhere from Walmart, from I Want to Go to Paradise has some absolutely adorable stretchy denim shorts. I highly recommend those shorts. Those are great for skating. Anywhere I go that I find like high-waisted stretchy shorts, I am in for it. Okay, I will be going now. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you so much for being here, for hanging out, and I will talk to you all later. I'm going to be putting out a new episode on Tuesday and maybe another one randomly this week, depending, and I will be back here next Sunday to chat with you. I love you all so much. Bye.